Welcome back to the RaceGrooves Weekend Show. We're going to take a look at some comments from this past week. I had a few videos. Truckin' Tuesday was for the Gas Monkey Garage. We're also going to do some comments that came from the suitcase from my Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico trip a couple years ago. It was late last week, so I didn't get to too many comments for last weekend. We'll feature them now. Maybe you missed that video. You want to check that out. Let's see what else. I did a live stream. I'm going to talk about that as well. And Johnny Lightning Street Freaks. Let's go ahead and get right to the comments now. Tube Deviant commented, "Very nice haul. Love that majorette rig. Missed those. I still have 6 to 7 rigs from my childhood. Love those Tomicas, which are still wrapped in plastic, and the vintage Matchbox in the box. Yeah, cool stuff I picked up from that show. Some of the stuff not sold here in the United States. And as far as the majorette, I forgot. I actually do have a case of majorettes, or a container of majorettes. I should do a video showing those as well. Mr. Dan and Harry, Racing Champs Mario and DK versus Hot Wheels Mario and DK in a downhill race. Yep, you know what? That's where I'm going to use them. I'm going to be using those multi-packs and downhill racing videos. That's where you get to see them up close. The Toy Collector 24. Watched the whole video and great pickups. My favorite was the Matchbox Crown Vic prototype. You know, those kind of videos run a little long, just kind of show all the stuff, but I'm glad you enjoyed them. And it's nice that Mattel donates prototypes to the Matchbox Albuquerque convention, as well as the Hot Wheels conventions back east, the Nationals, as well as the one later in this year. And I think it's going to be again in Los Angeles, California. I'm glad that Mattel donates those prototypes. And then the funds from people buying the prototypes goes to a charity. Sunny Lou, wow, I have only seen Tomica in boxes, not in short cards, LOL. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe someone could post a comment. I don't know why Tomica are found in different packages and where, or maybe it's newer, older, maybe it's for certain stores. Sergio Quintera, Tomica is sold in the USA. Well, in California, in Little Tokyo. Yeah, that's what I seen the video. Well, I didn't know where he filmed it. But, yeah, Free the Peace. That's where I found him over there, I guess. I probably should take a drive over there. I mean, I'm probably about 10, 15 minutes from downtown, and I believe Little Tokyo is just north of there, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe I'll take a drive over there. Huge Sign 667. I love the Matchbox-themed videos. Loving the other brands, too. Yeah, I like lots of brands. And hopefully I can get some companies to help me showcase some of these newer products from, the minor brands. Of course, Mattel being the dominant force in diecast. If I can get other companies to somehow help me, there's a lot. Especially, Tomica, Siku, Majorette. How come you don't respond to my emails? The Wrath of Bod. I don't know if that's Ben of Death or his initials. I don't know. But the bag of Lesney Matchbox he had, just about all of them in the early 70s. Wow, now I feel old seeing them. Greetings from the UK. Greetings from California. Yeah, I'm right behind you, Bubba. I'm a little bit older than you. And once again, the ones with plastic tires, the older stuff, super fast and stuff like that. You'll be seeing those in downhill racing videos in the future. It is very cool how I cross paths with people and people find the videos and then it rejuvenates their love for the hobby, or maybe it makes them remember about something. But, then I get messages like this from Joe Smith. Sends me a picture of one of the cars that I showed in the video, and he showed his well-played-with version. You see that car? He had a lot of fun with that car, and that's what they're for. Have fun with your toys. Coast Diecast. I think the reason the next models have the blue and then the green packages is because the blue are for models before 2012, and then they swap to green ones for the newer ones because the bright green stands out to kids. Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't look at the dates because I was just, I probably could have figured it out, but thanks for making that comment. Stephen Lum, askracegrooves. Wow, some very nice old Matchbox. For me, I stay clear of the black Japanese boxes. For me, overseas, there are too many people copying these boxes and selling them as original ones. Yeah, I don't necessarily care about the packaging, but this person here, I believe he's a reputable person. A lot of people care for him, and I think at that show, other collectors would have said if they were fake boxes. But you're absolutely right. You should make sure where you buy your stuff from and make sure they are authentic. Most of the time, to be honest, I don't need the boxes. I just need the car. Turismo the Husky It's too bad they don't sell Tomacas at my local Toys R Us. They sell majorettes here in Canada, though. Well, at least you get majorette. We don't even get majorette here in the USA, or at least not that I know of. Fast Aladdin Speed Force. Mazda Altenza is the Mazda 6. Because the Tomacas in Japan, they might have a name over there, but that's the name of the car in Japan. Sometimes when they ship it to another country, or US or wherever, sometimes they change the name. So thank you for sharing like these two situations with those two cars. In Japan, the Mazda Tenza would be known as maybe Mazda 6 elsewhere. And then the Mazda Alexa would be Mazda 3. And he misspelled that. And thank you very much to Sonny Lou, who popped in and said, hey, it's Excella, not Alexa, it's Excella. And this is what I really appreciate. People helping other collectors. Okay? You know there's people who can be jerks and tease and you spelled this wrong, you did that wrong. Hey, help people out, okay? That's what we're about here on the RaceGrooves channel, okay? Help people out. Sir Mugman, finally, after the third-ish episode, we get to see inside the suitcase. Yeah, you know, I've been a little busy, but don't forget, I have another one. I'll probably do that one in a month or so. Sketchy channel. The BKT tires look pretty good in black, but on certain monster trucks, I would like to see the white wall BKT tires. Yeah, sometimes it looks good to have the white contrast on the tires, and then sometimes you want to focus more on, I'm right with you. Big Donkeys Racing. Looks like they would have made the front end like the real car. It would have looked a whole lot better. That's because the Gas Monkey Garage, the front grille of the Monster Jam truck, is just plain. Left out all the details from the real truck. Derek Morey also commented, nice looking monster truck. I'm a little disappointed Mattel didn't spend the extra money to even put a plastic grille and a light piece in the front though. I really like the Coronet's front end look and was hoping they would have done a little more to pull it off. Do I smell a Gas Monkey custom in the future? Have fun. Mark II. Wow, this is the quickest video I ever watched from you. Nice and well done. Clean, simple, and get to the point. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I don't have to make 10, 20, 30-minute videos all the time. Sometimes a 5-minute video does the job, right? On Wednesday, I did a live stream. But with the live streams, what I'm going to do is you'll get to interact with me live, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to record it. I'm using the webcam for the live stream, and then I have that camera right there that records it in HD, 1080p. Much better picture. Not only that, when the live stream gets hosted on YouTube later, I make it private. You can't watch it. You have to see that original version live. And if you want to see it live, set notifications and follow my social feeds. And then you have a chance to participate in the live stream. But I like it. I like editing it, taking out the take out all that stuff. Not only that, but I can put bonus content. So if we're talking about a certain car during the live stream, you know, I can't pop a visual image for people. They're going to have to know. But when I edit it and then put it back up for people to watch, I can add bonus content. Sometimes I can add video. I think that's what I'll be doing in the future, and doing this weekend show is giving me practice to tighten things up, keep it compelling and entertaining and informational. And on that note, just because I live stream on Wednesday doesn't mean it's going to be every Wednesday. Sometimes I'll do it mornings, afternoons, who knows? Maybe I'll do one on the weekend, and then I'll edit it, but then publish it another time during the next week. This way I'm going to get everybody a chance, you know, different parts of the world, different times of the day. Rough Racer 90, what does off the pegs mean? And here you go, Angel C, giving a helping hand, right? That's all we got to do. We don't got to call people, what, are you stupid or something? No, that's not what we're about here, okay? I don't even use the word stupid typically in a video because parents don't want their kids repeating it, right? Rough Racer 90, pegs are those long hooks in which the cars in the video hang on, like Hot Wheels Matchbox. RaceGrooves starts his videos in a store to show his viewers what cars he finds and picks off from those pegs. There you go. Thank you for helping out, Angel. And yeah, that's the point, right? Show something in the store, show this, show that, but then there's got to be a point to the story, point to the video. Evarista WK, love how you bring us shopping with you. Sorry to hear about your truck, though. Thank you very much. Marshby, June 22. He's been around a long time, too. I talked about some people who've been around for years on YouTube. He's been around a long time, too. Comes for a while, takes a break for a while, comes back for a while. Man, Matchbox has been making some incredibly nice casting lately. I need to check my local 99 cents only store now. Awesome score! Happy hunting. Jamin Dower, the Chevy Corvair was a rear engine with the flat six, came naturally aspirated or with a turbo, and came in 2-door, 4 doors, and station wagon. Thanks for helping out, because I did Johnny Lightning round 2 sent me the first release of Street Freaks 2017, and one of the cars in there was the Corvair, and it's in the Zingers line. So you know Zingers, big rake, big tires, got like apparatus underneath for support and stuff. That's the style. Well, they had the Corvair, and normally the blown engine's in the front, right? But the Corvair, the engine's in the back. And so, even though my dad drove a Corvair, wrapped it around a telephone pole, I don't know. Maybe that's why he lost control and wrapped it around a pole, because the engine's in the back. Highway Star. Corvair also came in a truck and a van with rear-cooled boxer flat six. This engine was big with dune buggies at the end of the era until the VW flat 4 became popular. Yeah, and I was also, now that you mentioned that, I was also reading about the Myers-Manx, right? That was based on a VW too for a dune buggy, right? Luis Rebiolo, great video. RG, by the way, with its air-cooled engine. The Corvair was GM's response to the Volkswagen Beetle. Corvair, certainly not to be confused with Corvette. Yeah, definitely two different breed of cars there. On that note, Johnny Lightning has White Lightnings. That's their chase versions, right? I shared a pic I borrowed from the web showing one White Lightning chase version from this assortment. He found Michael Schuett. I found the 2005 Ford GT White Lightning the other day, but this release of Street Freaks don't have white tires. So that's what round 2 is doing when they started. They want people to understand, look for the white Lightnings. So it was white wheels and I think white paint, right? That's how you know. Well, now they're going to start mixing it up. Now, maybe you look for, maybe a certain batch of cars is going to have white paint, pearl white paint. Maybe you're going to have a white interior. Maybe white wheels. Maybe white base. Now they're going to start mixing it up. Now you got to pay attention. And here's one such example. T-Hunt Locator 365 found himself the 1962 Chevy Bel Air. See, look, it does not have white tires, but it has white paint, and I think it might have a white interior as well. Coming up next, some bonus content. I got to get set up over there, so I'll see you in just a second. Last weekend, February 18th, was Kmart Collectors Day in the USA. Here you can see the Kmart associate dumping out the master case, and it'll have 4 inside. But look at the codes. The ones in the front say BH. Those are B codes. That's from the last event last year. Well, it was supposed to be F codes. As you can see, FV. Those are the ones that were supposed to be for this event. Look at this fella. He got a beat case, apparently, and
oh, you opened it.
Cut it open, tried to trade it for another one. Wait a second, Bubba. That's not fair. You can't cut open a case and then turn around and try to get another one. I tried to show you this video last week, but I couldn't get it off of my phone. I figured it out, so now I can show you. Here's the master case, and it has 4 inners. You can clearly see on the case that it says November, and BJ cases come out. So why this store was shipped cases from last year? Not cool, corporate Kmart. It didn't take long for people to realize what happened, and people were trying to switch cases. This Kmart did the best they can, try to make it as fair as they could for everybody. It's why I continue to go to this location. A lot of collectors bring extra people so that they have extra chances at getting the special cars. You know, I have no problem with doing that, but the extra people are supposed to be that person is supposed to go through the case themselves, right? For me, my wife did attend. She was paying attention to what was going on. So when it was her time to pick, boom, F case. Good job, honey. Real quick, we had a lot of rain last week. Check out Garfield Boulevard. So much rain going down the drains that it buckled the street. Target in the USA, they have their Easter section set up. Once again, they have Hot Wheels multi-packs, but thankfully this time, they have 3-packs that have exclusive colors, rather than multi-packs that just have repacks from other whenever. To be honest, Target's been getting the short end of the stick for the holidays. Just repacks of multi-packs and 5-packs and common cars. At least now, this time you can see there's some exclusive colors. I'm showing you this in-store footage now, but when I make the video, it's going to be a different kind of presentation. Back in 2016, Mattel had a brand new model, Honda Monkey Z50. There were two versions, red and yellow. The red version showed up around the K cases, yellow around the P cases, but there actually was two yellows. The regular yellow had a J27 on the base, but check out J25, brown seats. But when you look closer, it's not really brown. Did they try to paint it and it's flaking? Or is there something leaching out of the black paint? I don't know. Doesn't look good. I checked eBay, and this variation is pretty hard to find. Currently selling for about $10. So far, there's been 3 colors available. Thanks to Chris Morilla for telling me that the logo was a Honda Victory Wing for 2016. The 2017 blue recolor has a different type of logo. By the way, when I do the video of this multi-pack, it looks like Spectre's been changed. Notice how he's all green, and then this has it's all white right here, this one piece. Let me show you the 2008 new models version, 2008. Here you have Spectre. Well, you have the body, so it has the body going down the middle. But notice how the green piece right there, it has 2 pivot points. Yeah, we used to be able to take Spectre and you could stretch them out and it would pivot at that point. This would flip over and then it would make them longer. The only problem is that thing kind of broke pretty easy, but it looks like they got rid of that moving feature. On the internet, there were people from Australia and non-US countries showing the gold Batmobile as their mystery model. And it was a bummer. I love the Tumbler. I love this car, but it wasn't showing up in the USA. Well, guess what? It is showing up in the USA. I showed up at Walmart in the morning, had to pick up some goof off to clean a floor, and a fellow was in there. All of a sudden, he turned around and he said, RaceGrooves? I go, yeah, how you doing? So I said, hi. Next thing you know, he hands me the Tumbler. So he had 2. He let me have one of his Tumblers. Thank you very much. That's Mo from Oak Harbor. Thanks, Mo. Thank you very much. Now I get one for me, and now I get to show people. As far as the other models in the bunch, let me show you what I picked up. Now, I don't have to have every model, but I did get most of them. Here's how you can tell. J11 is the production code that it was made. I've talked about production codes a lot, right? J's 2016, and it was made the 41st week of 2016. But the 02, that's the number that tells you what's in the package. So if you still have the box, 01, 02, this one should be Furiosity. It's also on the package right here. It's got the numbers right there, you can tell. So 02 should be Furiosity right there. Haven't seen him in a while. I did not pick up Fast Feline. I have enough Fast Felines. Haven't seen Furiosity in a long time, so that's why. He's pretty easy to find if you just feel the bag too, because it's a pretty thick bottle. It's pretty tall. There's a look at Furiosity. Let me see, the Tumbler, number 3. So you're going to look for 03 in the Tumbler mystery pack. They've had other mystery packs, so make sure it's the Tumbler mystery pack. Okay. Oh, and is it a chase piece? You know, sometimes there's 1 or 2 per box. In this situation, there was 2 boxes, and he had 2 tumblers. And I went through them afterwards, and apparently they're 1 per case this time. So here's Furiosity sticker, the Dark Knight Tumbler sticker, and there you go. This is the mystery model that is produced in a little lesser quantities than the others. But I wouldn't say it's rare, but it is definitely popular. People are going to be picking it up. J40 on the base. Did this one have J40 on the package? That was number 03. 03. Well, J41, J40. Close enough. Who's counting? Number 4, Muscle Tone. 04 Muscle Tone. There's a sticker. This guy's all right on the track. Metal body, plastic base. Number 5, High Voltage, 05. Oh, look, baby blue in the picture, but it's more slightly on the aqua side. Former Acceleracers model. I skipped number 6, Medieval. We haven't had MX-45 Turbo in a while, so I wanted to pick him up. Number 07, MX-45 should be in here. Oh yeah, they have little peepholes too, if you want to peek. So it's reddish. Let's keep it moving. You can look in the store. There you go, reddish. There's his sticker, or her. MX-45. Decent in the boosters, loops, and curves. Number 8, Ultra Rage. J48 for the production code. This one was made, like what, 6 weeks later, a month and a half later. Number 8. Ultra Rage. Haven't seen him released in a while. Ultra Rage. Another one for the boosters, loops, and curves. Track car. Ultra Rage. Made in Malaysia. 2007. Yeah, I guess that, yeah, that's about when he was a new model. Plastic body, metal base. Number 9, Spectite. Another Acceleracers model. Former Acceleracers model. Still being recolored. Spectite. There you go. I passed on number 10, Overboard 454, but you don't think I'd pass on Mazda Ferrari, that's for sure. There's his number 11, J41 production code. Very strange to have the production code so spread out. But I guess it doesn't matter, you know. When they got spare time, they make up some bags, set them aside, and then when they can make the boxes, fill it up. Mazda Ferrari. I'll bet you people are just as interested in getting this car as they are the Gold Tumbler. Low splitter though, not for the loops. And number 12, we're at the 13 HW Camaro. That's in the number 12 package. Once again, don't forget, it's on the back right there. Number 12, HW Camaro in green. Yeah, I got one for Amanda. She likes green cars, so I got her one. And then if she decides she doesn't like the gold color, then I got 2. Oh yeah, look at that green color. Very nice. HW Camaro. I don't remember. Was that one in the Camaro 50th set? Anyways, coming up next, Ask RaceGrooves. Welcome to the Ask RaceGroove portion of the RaceGrooves weekend show. Now, most of these are going to come from last week's weekend show where people posted questions or comments. You can also use the hashtag AskRaceGrooves on any video if you have a question, or use the hashtag on Twitter or Instagram, and I will search for it. You can also search my Instagram account, it's RaceGrooves, to see if you look for my picture that says Ask RaceGrooves, and then it'll say the month that we're in. So it's February 25th. You can, for the last few days, you can put it over there, and then in March, I will have another new pick for you to do Ask RaceGrooves in March. Here we have CarFan11 Gaming. Be part of the notification squad. Yes, thank you very much for setting up notifications so you find out when I do my uploads. He also asked, do I think Mattel should make Twin Mill 3 or 2 back in the line? I like Twin Mill 3. I would like to see that back. Twin Mill 2, man, not so much. RC Cars 5. Kmart stores have been dropping like flies in my area. Yeah, in the USA, Kmart not doing so good. The Kmart closest to me have closed, and the reason why it's the topic of conversation is because last weekend was Kmart Collector's Day. Hot Wheels make special cases for Kmart. We go, they do a raffle, and then we get a chance to buy new cars. Now, he comments that they stopped doing the Disney Cars ones in 2013. Yeah, they used to have Disney Cars Collector's Days as well, but the attendance was not so good. Not a whole lot of people showed up in my area when I went to the events. So he says it's a little disappointing about the off-road Mac. Wish he had worked better. Yeah, well, you know, the last spot, cars fall off the end. I showed that in the last weekend show. Bonus content, as a matter of fact. You can see it right in the beginning of that weekend show, actually. In regards to networks, yeah, you'll get contacted. Whether you're a popular channel or not, you'll get an email. Hey, we're with so-and-so network. would you like to join? We can help you this, help you blah, blah, blah. And guess what? They don't help you, all right? What they say in the email isn't what matters. What matters is what they put in a contract. And people sign it and they don't read the contract. And then, you know, most people, networks aren't worth it. Some people like to use networks so they get certain music. But you know what? We get music on YouTube. We can use, YouTube has a whole library. We can do that. So networks don't have a whole lot of value anymore. Besides, Maker Studios, over 25,000 members, and they're going to scale back to 300. That's it. Cutting off. They weren't really doing anything for them anyway, so it's not like there's a big change. Lil Chucks, I just want to know how I can get an autographed RaceGrooves t-shirt and exclusive signed Hot Wheels track or licensed model. Thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'd like to have some t-shirts made, maybe some hats, have some other things in the works. That's why I have a big warehouse. I got plans, so you'll find out here on the RaceGrooves channel when I do. Cars and Planes Unboxing King. Oh yeah, I told my parents that apart from your vehicle. I really feel sorry, man. Yeah, I stole a couple pieces of my truck. It's all right, I moved on. But every time you park now you wonder, is someone going to be casing out my truck and stealing more parts? Carol Rocks 10, same thing, my truck. Are you ever going to replace the cladding of your Avalanche truck? Eventually. I'll get to it. Wheels Ning. Subtitles Español, por favor. I love this channel. I would love to be able to do subtitles, put them in English, and then they can be or have them translated to Spanish. But I know that I have a lot of Spanish-speaking viewers. Here's a screenshot of the views from my last 30 days. Look, Mexico is number 5. I get almost 400,000 a month from Mexico. And look on the bottom, Spain, 75,000. So I get like 500,000 views a month on my channel from Spanish-speaking countries. But when it comes to the RaceGrooves weekend show, this is last weekend's show. I got 7,000 views, right? It only earned $13. That's it, $13. That's all it earned. Unfortunately, I don't have time to translate the video myself. It takes me a day and a half to make the video as it is, right? And then it's probably going to take me so many hours to translate it again, to make translations available, right? On top of that, $13. I took a day and a half to make this video. I didn't make no money, $13. And then I got to pay taxes. If I paid somebody to translate the video, they charge $1 an hour. This video was 36 minutes. I'd have to pay somebody at least $36, pay them $36 to translate the video, and I only made $13. So now not only am I'm taking a day and a half to make the video, but I'm losing $20 if I have to pay somebody to translate it. Now, I don't know, maybe Patreon. Maybe if I set up a Patreon and if people helped contribute to have the videos translated, or if people help themselves. You know, people can contribute translations to the video. If they want to help out, you know, we can talk about that in the future. What, babe? Another cool show. Thank you very much. J Mem, always strong content to the very end. Thank you. Well, I try. So I'm at this 3.5 months, getting into learning how to do this and that. I'm doing a lot less of and so, trying to tighten it up. I'm happy with it. Terry Bell Bliss, keep on doing what you're doing, Mark. You're doing a great job. Doing the best I can. Now, I showed you that suitcase unboxing video earlier here, and if you didn't see it, there's the link. Any links to my videos are in the description. Anything I mentioned in this show, right? Well, you guys know that I don't sell or trade, right? But this was in there. I actually already have one, but I got a great price on this, right? I know what this thing's worth. So, sure enough, I got contacted. Somebody told somebody who, and I knew that person has been looking for this. But he knows what it's worth, right? So he reached out and he asked. I said, well, I will entertain offers. So he made an offer, and it was fairly reasonable, right? It was a little less than what it's worth, all right? But all in all, it's okay. The things that he's going to send, fine, I would enjoy them. I'll go ahead and take them, because I know this is going to be extra special to him. Why is it extra special to him? Because that Mini Cooper in there, right? That Mini Cooper is exclusive to this set with those decals or these wheels. I forget exactly. But it's exclusive to this, and he likes to collect the Mini Cooper. So, good for him. He gets something he likes. I already have one anyways. He's going to open it up. So even if the packaging is, he's going to open it up, right? He wants the loose car. So most of the time I don't trade, but in case it gets out, yeah, you know what? That one's heading back, I think, to the south, if I recall correctly. Bull Games, Ask RaceGrooves, how does Hot Wheels choose the treasure hunt? You know, I'm not sure. I sent a message to Mattel. This might lead to something in the future. Maybe not. I don't know. But this is the deal: is Mattel has so many tools already. So when you see a Hot Wheels car, you think, oh, that's all it takes to make that car. Well, guess what? They use metal parts. They have these big tools that make that car. They have to have a top and bottom of the tool to make the body. Set that aside. They have a top and a bottom of a tool to make the base, the interior, the windows, right? The wheels. So you might think, oh, it's a little car. But guess what? All the tooling that it takes to make that car, and they have hundreds of tools. Hundreds! So I don't know how they decide which one, but basically, you know, they have a lineup of available models. Maybe they decide to bring back a car they haven't used, or, you know, in the past, the treasure hunt would be the only release of that car during the year. In recent history, since 2013, the treasure hunt would only be that treasure hunt, and then you wouldn't see that car again and anywhere else for the year. It would be that treasure hunt, right? Except for this year. They changed it, and I talked about that in the last weekend show. They're going to be recoloring the treasure hunts. So even though there's been a treasure hunt Dragon Blaster, they're recoloring it, and then it'll be a regular car in the year as well, you know, as well. And the treasure hunt, it won't have a collector number on it. So I don't know how they choose it, but maybe me and Mattel can talk about this. Lamborghini 5571 at RaceGrooves. I just picked up 2 of the Camaro 50 anniversary cars and a Matchbox he picked up a few of the Jeep anniversaries. How rare are these? They're not rare at all. They're mass produced. So you can't see my calculator, but there's 3,500 Walmart stores in the USA. I'm just going to use the USA. They're sold in other countries too, the Camaro 50, okay? Now, let's just talk about the dump bin. The dump bin, I believe, has 9 cases in it. So we're going to take 9 cases times 72 cars in a case. That means there's 648 cars in a dump bin. Is that right? Yeah, 648. There's 8 cars in that mix, right? There was 8 different Camaro models. So divide that by 8. 81. Let's just say 80. There's 80 on average of each casting. 80. There's 3,500 Walmart stores. Let's just take half that. Let's say 2,000. A little over half. Let's just take 2,000 stores. If all 2,000 stores got one dump bin, we're going to take 2,000 times 80, and you come out with 160,000. 160,000 pieces. That's only saying that half of USA Walmart stores got a dump bin, right? Only half. And don't forget, they're sold in other countries. They're not rare at all. And as for the Matchbox Jeep, yeah, they wound up at Dollar Tree. They were first sold at Walmart. They were sold in other countries. I'm sure those are in the over 100,000 each too. Samuel asked RaceGrooves, dumb question. Well, not a dumb question. Let's wait and see. Is there a Chrysler 300 Hot Wheels model? Also, well, I'll get to that also in a second. The Chrysler 300C, you know, Mattel has one in the lineup right now, right? They have like a Blings version. Over 10 years ago, they had more of a regular version. Back in 2006, here you have the first edition Chrysler 300C Hemi. I like those bling wheels myself. It was also in the Faster Than Ever series. A couple of years after that, you can see the copper-colored wheels. It also was a basic treasure hunt. Now, during this time right here, I don't know when this was, 2008? I think it was 2008. Treasure hunts, they'd have a treasure hunt 300C, and then they'd make a super treasure hunt 300C. Not like now, it's where there's a basic treasure hunt, and it's a basic car. Then they make a super, which is something else. Back then, the treasure hunt was the same car, but there was a basic version of the treasure hunt, and then a super, special paint, rubber tires, and that's what this one is right here. You can see the special Spectra Flame paint, and you can see the rubber tires. And if you notice, it has a $sign in the treasure hunt's name right there. Now, you might be able to still find this car because there was a 5-pack, Night Burners 5-pack, and the bottom model is kind of hidden. That's the Chrysler 300C. All these pics I borrowed from the web. There's a look at it loose. I believe this version here has a plastic body, metal base, and I think the earlier versions might have been metal body, plastic base. I forget. But yeah, you can still get the Chrysler 300C. And at this time in 2017, it might be hard to find the Nightburners 5-pack, but you can get a sample. Big Buck-O-Rama. The multicolored or mixed style wheel combos are actually emulating a common practice in real life. Someone had asked last week about why does Hot Wheels put a red wheel up front and a green wheel in the back? Well, he's saying, I said, they do it because maybe kids like it or whatever. I don't know why they do it. But he's saying, you know what? You can go ahead and read this positive if you'd like. He said, it's happening in real life as well. Thank you for the comment to help people out. iCloud user 1, I don't get why people dislike this video. Yeah, I don't either. To be honest, I don't even pay attention to it that much anymore. So I get a dozen or two or whatever. But what happens is when the video starts, sometimes YouTube will recommend the video outside the normal people, my normal viewers. And some of those people don't want to see it, and they give it a negative. Well, that's fine, whatever. It's just the way it goes. So how many thumbs down do I get not every month, last 30 days? How many thumbs down do you think my channel got? I know 1,600 videos. Add them all up. Guess how many thumbs down I got in the last 30 days? Well, here's the answer. I got 20,000 likes across all of my videos in the last 30 days. 20,000 likes? 2,700 dislikes. Focus on the positive. And if you're getting more negatives than positives, you can turn off that rating if it bothers you, right? You can turn it off or work to improve your content. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the RaceGrooves Weekend Show, and I hope you have a good time. Happy collecting. Bye-bye.